Good day, folks. Today, what I find interesting in Washington State is the National Weather Service in Spokane has issued a red flag warning for portions of the eastern slopes of the Cascades. And that is due to some wind that's going to come off the Cascades, and it's also going to lower the relative humidities in the area. So let's go ahead and jump into it and talk about that a little bit. Also, this weekend, I am wanting to go ahead and do a little bit of a video of the time-lapse footage of the lenticular clouds that I saw over the weekend. It was really beautiful watching the lenticular cloud action over Mount Rainier, and I have quite a bit of footage from that. So we're going to do that this weekend and hopefully get that video premiering sometime tomorrow, Saturday, October 4th. Okay, so hopping into the forecast here on to later today. Let's take a look at where this red flag is. There's a red flag warning that's been issued by the National Weather Service in Spokane. And where and what this is for is they're forecasting strong winds will impact the Lower Sugarloaf Fire Friday afternoon through Friday night. So the warning is in effect from 3 p.m. to 9 a.m. on Saturday for wind and low relative humidity. And again, they're expecting that this is primarily going to impact the Lower Sugarloaf Fire, and rapid fire spread could occur for any new or ongoing fires. And we can see this pretty well on the HRRR. So this is Friday morning right here, and we see as we go into the afternoon, poof, there's a bit of a surge of westerly to northwesterly wind that comes off of the Cascades. And where the Lower Sugarloaf is right around here. So there'll be a decent surge of northwesterly wind, and if the fire is able to jump any containment lines, it could spread pretty quickly, because where the fire primarily is at the moment and burning the hottest is near a more grassy area. So we could see from the heat signatures on the VIIRS that it's burning near a pretty grassy area. There's some trees there, but pretty grassy area. So when that wind comes out of the northwest, blowing towards the southeast, and hits this area right here, there's a slight chance that some of these embers could cross containment lines and hit this grassy area. And when fire is burning through grass, it can burn pretty quickly. So that's probably the main concern. And there's also some hot spots down here. So firefighters been working overtime, getting containment lines all set up. I read the update this morning, and the fire is now at a higher amount of containment, which is good. They've got it 55% contained, and there's a whole entire update over on Watch Duty if you guys want to check that out. And we also still have the Labor Mountain Fire burning pretty hot down here, and a couple areas burning hot on the north side and the east side. And they've been doing lots of preparation on that fire near the Camas Meadows. And yesterday in the video update for this fire, they specifically mentioned the Bible camp that is up here, Camas Meadows Bible Camp. They're doing a lot of structure protection around there for this fire, just in case it does decide to move further north. So yes, if you live out there by the Sugarloaf or the Labor Mountain Fire, just be aware that today there is a red flag warning for fire weather out there, primarily for the Lower Sugarloaf today. Looking at the models, we see that there is going to be a little bit of showers, primarily west of the Cascades, that comes through later tonight into Saturday morning with a weak system that's going to clip the area. We can also see that on the NAM 3KM, and it shows up on the European as well. And if we look at the simulated satellite on the NAM 3KM, you can kind of see this system just kind of come through and just clip the area tonight. Nothing significant, but maybe a little bit more showers for west of the Cascades as this comes through. And there's a couple of little showers that show up east of the Cascades as well. And that actually shows very light amounts over there by the Lower Sugarloaf, but it's not going to be anything significant. If we look at total precipitation barely anything shows up out there. So I might see some sprinkles out there by the Lower Sugarloaf, but nothing to write home about. And then as we head into Saturday, it's not going to be a bad day tomorrow. Looking at cloud cover by layers here. Purple is mid-level clouds, blue is high-level clouds, white is low-level clouds. And this is going into Saturday morning. We see there is going to be a decent amount of low and mid and high level clouds around tomorrow, but by the time the late afternoon into evening comes up, it'll probably end up being kind of partly cloudy. Some sun will start poking through, and then once we head into Sunday, there's only going to be some high level clouds around, maybe starting off the day with some low level clouds, low level fog, but then transitioning to that burning off and there being high level clouds. And then by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, it'll be a mostly sunny day for a lot of the state. So Sunday should be nice, a good day to get some yard work done ahead of the week. And if you have Monday off, it'll be a really nice day. Might be a good day to go on a hike or something, because it'll be totally clear in the state. Okay, folks, that's all I've got today. But if you're enjoying these updates, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to getting out there and doing some storm chasing this autumn and winter. And be looking for that lenticular cloud video sometime this weekend. All right, talk to you guys later.